got the. Where'd he go?
I know.
Oh,
That's what I was just about to do. He said he's scared of learning right now. He said, yeah, I get it right now. It's easy.
I mean, it's so easy.
That's easier than I love music.
Exactly. It's the same thing over and over.
Exactly. Change is just part of that.
Exactly. So
He just went to the men's room, so he should be back in a moment.
Yeah, we'll definitely hit that off. Excuse me. And get WB up on that one.
Yeah, you gonna cover him up on
You
it?
did do a show with him here, old timers.
Yeah.
I think it would be great. Old timer show.
Yeah.
Sam Cooke and all of that. Yeah, he got it going on.
It's funny because it was just so cool to watch it because, you know, first he got it, he's real stiff.
yeah.
And he just sing every once in a while. Then after a while, he get a little loose.
Couldn't get him from
Then he look at the board, then he look at Lisa, the board, then
I'm like,
he get a little bit more. Then after a while, he's like,
hey, you gotta get that hook to get him off the stage.
Right, exactly. Gotta get the clown out there.
Let's do another.
He's gotta do runs in his voice.
That's what I'm talking about. He would get looser and looser.
Yeah.
Every 5 minutes, he would get looser and looser.
Getting loose.
Woo!
Goose is a goose.
So what's going on, bro?
Okay, why don't you start off by telling me, for those few people that don't know who you are.
Cool. My name is Speech. I'm one of the members of a group called Arrested Development, and I'm doing solo albums right now. So I got a solo project called Speech too.
Okay, what are the other members of Arrested Development up to right now?
Chilling.
Chilling?
Yeah.
Cool. Tell me what you as a solo artist been doing. I know I caught you on BET and on some MTV interviews and whatnot. What are you doing behind the scenes?
I've been mainly just touring, doing a lot of international touring. My record went #1 in Japan.
Cool.
It went gold, and so I've been supporting it over there. Then I came back over here, did a college tour. I'm about to go on tour with Hootie and the Blowfish starting November, and just basically supporting the music. And then between time, and in the meantime, I got a family, and so I've been raising my little son, Jahid's 2 years old.
Oh, wow.
And got married, so I just got married.
Oh, wow. Seems like it was just yesterday that I was reading that those are some of the things you wanted to do.
Exactly, and now I'm doing it, so that's cool. And then I got a production company called Vagabond Productions. Okay. And with my company, we bring in groups to perform in Atlanta. So we're the biggest concert promoters in Atlanta.
Wow.
For urban music.
And I was just in Atlanta, and I noticed that they really support their local acts. How have they treated Speech?
With respect and much love. I got a lot of love there. But fortunately for Atlanta, I'm one of the people that's helping to build the Atlanta music scene. Mm-hmm. With Vagabond, we've done shows like the Fugees. We just did the Smoking Grooves tour, which toured the entire nation, one of the biggest hip-hop tours this year, which was the Fugees, Cypress Hill, Ziggy Marley, Busta Rhymes, Tribe Called Quest, Spearhead, all of that. We promoted that show. We promoted Fugees' show. We promoted The Roots. We promote Ben Harper, Brooklyn Funk Essentials, and we bring in all of these different groups. So we're just busy doing that, and so I got like a three-pronged attack. You know what I'm saying?
That's cool. That's cool. Why don't you introduce us to some of the members here in your band?
Cool. This is Nakayo. Nakayo is on flute, saxophone, and percussion. This is Cantor DeBoer. Cantor means singer. DeBoer is her name, and she's on vocals. This is Fletcher. Fletcher plays guitar, and he plays keyboards. And that's all that's in this dressing room right now.
That's cool.
And we got you on the camera.
All right.
Right now.
Let me ask you a couple of off questions. First of all, I know you way back in the days, for those that know Speech, they know you were a part of a local group called Attack. And I want to ask you about a friend of yours, T.A. the Wiz, which we know was killed a little while ago. What exactly happened there, and what are your views on it?
Well, T.A. Wiz, as many people don't remember him, may rest in peace. He was a member of the group that I started, Attack. Me and him used to rap together. And DJ Kimmett, which was back then called Special K.
Special K, right.
Yeah, he was the DJ. And we I grew up with T.A. Wiz. You know, I grew up with him. We went to junior high school together, and we stayed as friends all the way through high school. And as some people probably know, him and his father was killed at their house.
Right.
And I don't know what happened. I have no idea why it happened. I know that it's obviously a tragedy. And my condolences mainly go out to his family who's alive, so his sister and his mother. And I know that they've had a hard time just dealing with that reality. But, you know, I mean, obviously it hit hard.
Right, yeah.
When that happened, I mean, it really hit hard.
That touched me too. I don't know if you were around the city when that went down, but there were a lot of people that were deeply hurt by it.
Oh yeah, I came back in town. I didn't know what happened when I came in town. When I came in town and people told me, and I just, you know, immediately tried to reach out to Miss Whitaker, his mom.
Right.
Because, I mean, literally, y'all don't know, it's a brother I used to rap with. He was at home and some brothers came in and killed his father first, and then went and killed him too. And his sister escaped. She left, got out of the house. I mean, I don't know what for. I don't know the reason. I don't know if anybody knows the reason. And now, have they caught those brothers?
Not that I know of. I think, in fact, the case was dropped after a few weeks. They just gave up on it.
Wow.
Which really angered a lot of people.
It's angering me now that you're telling me. But, I mean, you know, I don't know what to say about that. That was just a tragedy, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
Very much so. I mean, T.A. was a lively brother, man.
Right,
We
yeah.
spent so many years together.
They used to call him King of the Top of the Head.
Yeah,
Which is translated freestyler
Exactly.
nowadays. So
exactly. Yeah,
Yeah.
T.A. was a talented brother, destined to make some moves. And, you know, for him to be taken out of it. How old was T.A. probably? He's my age, but a little younger than me. He was 1 year younger than me. So, when did that happen? What year?
I'm not
About
for
3 years
certain,
ago.
but it was about 3
2
years
to 3
ago.
years ago. I mean, the brother, I'm 27. He had to be about 24, man. And you know, the father had nothing to do with anything either. I mean, you know, just innocent.
Speaking of them, when Arrested Development finally blew up, did it ever cross your mind to go back and try to bring up your old crew members, TA, Special K?
I did.
Oh, did you?
Well, Special K is in Arrested Development.
Oh,
right
really?
now. Yeah, his name is DJ Kimmett now. And he's
Oh, is that him?
he's one of the
Okay.
top DJs in the Atlanta music circuit.
Right.
I mean, you think of any parties that go on in the Atlanta music scene that have to deal with hip hop or classics, you know what I'm saying, by classics.
Right.
DJ Kimmett is probably one of the premier names on that scene. I mean, you can't go to a party, whether it's funk jazz or vagabond affair or yin yang or any place, DJ Kimmett's spinning. I'm the one that brought him to Atlanta.
That's cool.
A lot of my company, Vagabond, is run by Milwaukee based people. Freddie Luster was from Milwaukee. He's vice president of the company.
Right.
An old assistant of mine who's now off in college, Adrian Mitchell, was also right here out of Milwaukee. And the first group to ever, the first group to ever make it nationwide out of it, Milwaukee and hip hop, was a group called
Gumbo,
which I
Falana.
produced, and they were all Milwaukee natives.
Exactly.
So I mean, I definitely will continue to bring, you know, and a lot of people know me for bringing people out of Milwaukee into Atlanta, and that was the important part about Gumbo. They were right here, and I wanted to make sure that I had them people come out of Milwaukee, you know what I'm saying, as opposed to leave Milwaukee. I wanted them to be right here, and they did.
Let me address this. I know you've probably heard this a lot, especially from us here in Milwaukee. What was the whole situation with when Arrested Development blew up? Why didn't we hear Milwaukee, Milwaukee, Milwaukee?
Because it was, I think you sort of answered your question yourself, because it was Arrested Development.
Exactly.
And out of Arrested Development, 2 of the members were from Milwaukee. And that's a group, bro.
Exactly.
You gotta be in a group to know, man. You can't just be representing yourself. You're in a group,
Right.
and the group ain't from Milwaukee. That's just like if one of the other group members would have kept saying, you know, because for instance, one of the group members is from Jersey,
Right.
and he didn't go around saying, you know, we from Jersey, I just couldn't.
Right.
But if you read any interview about Arrested Development, in which I was asked where I'm from, all the time,
Exactly.
I mean, I would never lie about it.
In fact, you addressed that on your new album.
Exactly.
Uh,
Born in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Now I said it. Yeah, that's on my first cut of my new album, my solo joint. And now that it's solo, I have a right to say exactly where I'm from.
So
because it's not just, it's just me on
it's
this
just
project.
you, exactly.
But when it's Arrested Development, I can't just always because it's not always just about me. It was about all the people, the collective.
Right. So now everybody knows.
Yeah.
Finally.
Now the real story.
Exactly.
But you know what it is? A lot of people are just jealousy rules them.
Exactly.
And so they think of anything. And that's one thing we got to really check ourselves as a people. Because we're the first people to try to tear a brother down. Oh man, he say they just looking for something. You know what I'm saying? So if it wasn't that, it'd be something else that they're looking for. But if they read any of their interviews, they'll know. That I was always represented. I always make sure that I give a plug, you know, Milwaukee.
Right.
In fact, a big plug, man. And people around the world know about Milwaukee now.
Yeah.
Because of me. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying other people don't represent, but I know I did my part.
Exactly. What was it exactly when Arrested Development blew up? How did that feel? I mean, I remember when you did Summerfest and you got like a standing ovation and applause for almost 5 minutes straight. What was that like? I mean,
that show was one of my most amazing memories, man. I love that show. It's 20,000 people here in my hometown. Oh man, just a lot of love. But it felt amazing, you know, because I could look out in the audience and I seen people that I grew up with. You know what I'm saying? That always feels good. And I plan on doing that again. I was just at the amphitheater, and I was looking out and said, this is what I want to do again. I got to come back here and do this one more time. Yeah.
Okay, so in closing, what would you like to send out to the people of Milwaukee?
Just, I want to tell everybody much love, you know what I'm saying? Thank you for your support of my music, and I support Milwaukee too. And every time I come here, I want to make sure that I'm giving something back, because this is my village. This is part of the village that's raised me as a person. And I got to give back to it.
All right. Thanks a lot, man.
Peace out. This is the best.
In 2 seconds.
Yo, this is Brother Speech. Right now you're watching Daryl's DJ Spotlight. Peace.
Whenever you're ready.
Hey yo, say no to drugs, say no to alcohol, say yes to education. You're watching the Bo Davis Show. My name is Speech. And my name is Speech, and you're watching Robots Review.
One, two. And where are all our people at? One, two. Yeah, check it out. How's everybody good? Check this out. Before we go into the celebration, what I want everybody to do, first of all, we're going to break up this little cordial vibe we got here. We're going to get to a celebrating vibe. So I want everybody in this place to, first of all, get up if you're coming from the back so I can see you. All the people back there, stand up and come up to the front. We a family. Everybody up in this piece right now is one family. The people in the middle right here, please stand up and come on to the front, and let's sit up here so I can see everybody. Come on up to the front. And any loners back there, stand on up and come on to the front. We're going to be holistic up in here. Everybody's going to be one family up in this piece right now. Okay? Everybody come on up to the front. The people standing in the back, don't be afraid. Come on up to the front so I can see the people that's in front of me. Everybody come on up to the front. Everybody come on down. I'm not going to start until everybody comes up to the front so I can feel the energies of everybody. Come on down. Come on down. Everybody up in the seat. There you go. That's what I'm talking about. Everybody come on down here. Peeps over there, come on down to the front so I can feel it. You know what I'm saying? Yo, check this out. And then, let me just give you some rules of what I do. I do celebrations. More so than just performing, I do celebrations. And with that in mind, I'm not only gonna be performing for y'all, y'all gonna be performing for me too. So, if that's cool with y'all, what we're gonna do is we're gonna stop any individualistic vibes in here tonight. Instead of being individuals, we're all gonna be one village tonight. Everybody up in this place is gonna be one village, and it's gonna be a village filled with nothing but positivity as opposed to negative vibes. If that's cool with y'all, then let me hear some noise. And check this out. Check this out. Just to let me know how many living beings is up in this piece. I want everybody up in this piece to say, boom, boom, come on. Boom, boom, come on. Boom, boom, come on. Come on. Louder, come on, y'all. Let me hear them noises. Let me hear them out. Boom, boom, come on. 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 Boom, boom. Let me hear it. Come on. Come on. Come on. A little louder. Let me hear y'all say boom, boom. Come on. Come on. Check this. But it means a big deal to you. Be strong, serve God. Know that if you're too beautiful, heaven awaits. That's the poem I wrote for the first time. Saw him there when the clothes, no money, no play, Mr. Randall. That's his name. No one ever knew his name, cause he's a no one. Never thought twice about spinning on it over until I had a chance to really get to know one. Now that I know how to give him money, he's a charity. Gives me some knowledge, I write as the shoes. The same like the dog, but many of these colleges. Still most of y'all get out confused. So yeah, Mr. Wayne, come on. To just decide for Mr. Windows survive. The words are sentenced to occasional harassment by the police and their chaser. Single lies we call him. I just saw him eat off the food we waste. Civilization. I've been really civilized. Yes, so I know who we the judge. When thousands of innocent men can be brutally enslaved or killed over a racist grudge. Mr. Windows has tried to warn us about our ways, but we don't ever talk. Is it his fault or we going too far? Not too far, cause I hear we walk. Mr. Window, a man, a human, but not by law. I need you dignity to stand with pride, realize that all in all, you stand tall. So yeah, Mr. Window, my man Fletcher on the keys and guitar over there, y'all. How y'all feeling out here? Yo, it's beautiful to be back home. I never been to Marquette University before. It's my first time ever being up in this piece. And it's just good to be back home. It's been a long time. It's been a long time since I've been back. And I just want to say what's up to all my peeps in Milwaukee. It's great being back. Yo, check this. This next song I'm about to do is dedicated to a very important musician, at least he was to me. And goes by the name of Marvin Gaye, if any one of y'all heard of him. Check it out. And because I can't sing as well as Marvin Gaye, I had to make my own version up when I dedicated something to him. And this jam right here is called Like Marvin Gaye Said. What's going on? 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 Sister, so you can see, brother, here to me, sister, what you have to be, brother. I wish I could be a dream, brother. Sometimes I see it all as a dream. I open my shades to my windows, I see crime, crime of the mind. I don't understand why I'm so afraid, but guidance I try. Lord, please give me strength to find what's right in these times. I need to be strong to know what's going on, to know what's going on. I got to stay real strong to know what's going on. Yeah, what's going on? 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 Hey! Try to figure out where I've been, but I know I got to beat myself up now. On days I try to fly real high, but I know that wings against the earth, so I yearn for strikes of wisdom on my strength, yeah. But when I swore that before too long I choose right or wrong and be driven to what's going on. What's going on? 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 What's on? What's going on? He's on a speech. Here's your mic, because I don't want no more out of you. Yo, give it up for Sister Deborah, y'all. Cantor Deborah for this speech. Mike Doak is still up in the place. Hey, show must go home. Y'all can say that with me. Tennessee, come on. Lord, I really get real stressed. Down in that losing ground. Although I am black and proud, problems got me pessimistic. Others just keep messing up. Why does it have to be so damn tough? I don't know where I can go to let this go. I love my skull. My grandma's past, my brother's gone. Everywhere else felt so long. I know you're supposed to be the steering wheel. I just my spare tire, but Lord, I